G'day Harlene, how are you?
Oh, hi Logan, how are you? It's
Very
nice
well,
to
thank
see
you. Thank you very
Have a
much.
seat.
Cheers. This is Vice Chancellor Harlene Hayne. I'm not 100% on what the Vice Chancellor does, so what is sort of your role here at the uni, Harlene?
Oh, well, the Vice Chancellor is like the CEO of a big company. So I'm responsible for the day-to-day management of all the finances and the property and the 4,000 people who actually work at this institution. But this is a different kind of a business. We don't make washing machines or race cars. What we do is we teach students here. So being the Vice Chancellor is also a bit like being the principal of a really big school.
Yeah.
So I'm also responsible for the education and the pastoral care of all of the 22,000 students who study at the University of Otago.
Wow, that sounds like a pretty big job.
It is a big job, but it's a great job.
Yeah.
You know, the Vice Chancellor gets to go to all the graduations and gets to represent the university eat all the good food.
Come on.
She gets to represent the university at the local, national, and international level, and she gets to continue to interact with alumni. So long after students leave the University of Otago, the Vice Chancellor still gets to play a role.
So Harlene, what advice would you have to returning students and new students to the university for 2012?
Well, I think that from an academic perspective, I think the best advice that I could give students is really go to class. This is a whole generation of students who've been raised on Facebook and YouTube, and they're used to getting a lot of their knowledge and information from the internet. And when they come to university, one of the first things they realize is that nobody really takes attendance and determines whether or not you're in class. And a lot of the notes for class are available online. So students get the mistaken impression that actually going to class isn't really all that important. But in actual fact, what happens in class is probably the most important thing that happens here. You get lots of extra tips when taking notes, and sometimes that extra little bit of information that you get in class is the difference between a good grade and a great grade.
Yeah.
But the other thing is that it gives you the chance to interact with your classmates who are really smart, bright, articulate people, and who will be a really good source of information for you
And it's
as
those
the year goes on.
networks that you keep with you for the rest of your life. So
Absolutely.
it's what the uni experience is all about, right?
Yeah, and I mean the other thing I'd like to tell students is that, you know, what happens in class is still only part of what you do at university. I mean, you're not only growing as a student, but you're also developing a huge number of life skills. So the other advice that I would give students is when you're not in class, you should be taking advantage of all of the great things that we have at the University of Otago. Meet new people, join a club. We've got an outstanding rowing club, an outstanding rowing club, we've got a great debating society.
Yeah.
And it really gives you a great opportunity to really grow as a person. Take a trip down to the new gymnasium, which
awesome.
is...
I was there at 6 o'clock in the morning when it opened on Monday.
It's very awesome.
Really cool.
And I think really the advice is that students should strike a healthy balance between study and fun.
Cool.
Because like most of us, you will look back on these years as being amongst the best in your life. So you want to make sure that you make the best of it while you're here.
And let's see, what do you got?
These are University of Otago M&Ms.
Can we just?
Would you like one?
I might just sample the. I'll just make sure they're good for the rest of the people that come in. Well, it's good stuff here. All right. Well, thank you very much, Harlene. It's been awesome.
It's been great seeing you, Logan.
Find out more about you.
Yeah.
Sweet. Cool.
Take care.
Back to it.